Hello YouTube, welcome back to Rimworld and our lovely colony of Eden with the fine folks of the Nebulous Plains. In the last episode we had basically done a little bit of trading with Linky, sent him out on his inaugural trading journey, first time he's ever gone out to trade, lovely, and brought back a lot of useless crap. However, we did get our shuttle here all fixed up and all made good. Well, not entirely. We still have 100 kilograms of mass for cargo, and I'm just gonna get rid of that because I don't need it. I would much rather have the heatsink for the shield, because this is going to be a attack shuttle. This is going to be our attack ship. Yeah. Attack ship. That's what it's going to be. Its main job is to go in, smack around a few people, and then leave. Not to go and carry anything off. We got the cargo runner for that. This is mostly just to go and attack people. Now, don't get me wrong. Realistically, it might have been a good idea to maybe swap it around, focus on making that one slightly more of a cargo runner. But then again, this one is bigger and, well, that means we can carry more stuff. We got a lot of people with guns and shooty bang bang in order to go and do that. So, yeah. We also tossed Min into the aid reversal bioscoping pod, whatever. Mostly so that way we could go and don't have to worry about that. I will say we do need more of these. That I didn't notice. We are running low on them. We have quite a few of them. 9 of them, and we only have 4. Having 6 is still going to be better because it's over half of them. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Yep. Case in point. Yeah, case in point. So, yeah, we're going to do that. We're also working on our enemy mech, storage area. And we're just about finished with this new quest, a harrowing construction, where it's going to give us a Psylink neuroformer and an Architect repair gel. Well, 4 of them. Once Antelope or whoever wants to finish up that steel does that, we will be done with that and we will get that. We're also deconstructing the old one, and yeah, as soon as this one's finished, we're going to be deconstructing that as well. So, of course, now we have to ask ourselves, what do we want to do with this, with the Psylink neuroformer? Well, we could give it to one of our existing psychics to immediately give them a level up, but let's be honest here. That does actually look cooler. You know what? I'm going to keep it on that because that just looks straight up cooler. Yeah, that just looks straight up cooler. Anyways, we could just give it to one of these 3 if we wanted to, but, well, to be honest, they can level up by just meditating. So, my thought process is we've actually been kind of ignoring somebody pretty important. Somebody big and somebody really, really important to the colony who's been holding the entire place together. Making sure that we all follow exactly what we need to be doing and not really, rocking the boat too much, but being a productive member of society and being the type of person that we all strive to be. And that is, of course, our main buddy and our friend, Zippy. I'm just not with you. Sorry. But in all seriousness, I'm not giving it to Mech because, honestly speaking, well, to be honest, as much as Mech is a good guy, the only reason his attacking stats are this high is because, well, he's old. He's been with the colony for a while now, but if we take a look at our buddy Linky over here, yeah, this kid right here, this kid is going to be freaking insane for fighting, and that's kind of what we want. He's also going to be a good trader, so honestly speaking, this kid is going to be basically on the forefront of a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to... Oh yeah, I had him going to the softcore sub scanner, didn't I? And if I remember correctly, he was asleep, wasn't he? Sorry about that, Linky. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Linky be the one who has the psychic thing. Now, another choice would have been Marv Till, and the only reason I'm not giving him a Psylink Neuroformer is because, well, he's already a Mechanist. Now, the reason why I say that he'd be a good choice, it's because of this Master Psychic. Psychic sensitivity plus 50%, meditation Psi-focus gain plus 30% a day, neuro heat recovery rate plus 0.25. If we go and look at out of here, yeah, his neural recovery rate, and this is for a level 11 Psycaster who we've basically pumped a lot into it. Yeah, it's 0.93 per second. So basically, a fourth. Just that one trait alone bumps Marv Till up by a fourth. And of course creates a constant psychic soothe that makes nearby colonists that don't have the same gene happy. Which is not bad. I don't think... Oh, yeah, she does have it. Okay, so he doesn't even need it to be able to go and... Yeah, he doesn't even need to be psychic to have that going, which obviously, you know... Which obviously kind of tells me that I don't really need to do that, but if we get another one after we give Linky this one, we're going to be giving it to Marv Till. And then we're probably going to turn Marv Till into... Hang on, let me just go over here. Into... somebody to... Yeah, I think it's Empath. Yes, Empath. We're gonna make him an Empath, or possibly a Harmonist. Or probably both, honestly, if we get big enough. And a Archon. So yeah, Empath, Harmonist, Archon. Yeah, because Empaths basically are all about people's moods, helping out with people's moods and shit. And a few other stuff that you can see right there. But basically, connections between people from the looks of things. Harmonist, from just looking at things, deals with a variety of different bodily stuff. Mind control, luck transfer, health swap, skill roll. Basically, screwing with people's bodies. And Archon here is more on the term, more along the lines of slightly getting into aggressive territory, but nothing as crazy as literally tossing a thunderbolt at them. So, yeah. Marv Till, when we do it, is going to become, obviously, our home Psycaster. Now, what are we going to do with Linky? Well, with Linky, honestly, I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to turn him into a bit of a warlord. Maybe add, yeah, some fireballs and stuff. Actually, I might just do... Yeah, I might just do fireballs. Yeah, I might just start with fireballs, actually. Anyways, So yeah, Linky's gonna get the next Psycaster, and we're all going to be okay with it. Or as okay with it as we can possibly be. And Antelope's still down here. Thank you, Linky. I am going to need a third one, though, if I remember correctly, because right now we have, yes, we have 2, and I'm pretty sure they already added Linkies onto there. And if I also remember, yes, we have 3 auras that we need to go and do that with. Of course, yeah, she's in the biosculpting pod for another 5-ish days, so I won't be able to tell how much of her bandwidth we got free. And Mech would like to perform a surgery. That is fine. Jacobson is doing that. Ada's finishing off the steel. Cool. Ah. Yes, and we did manage to finish this. Cool. And we probably want to go and, yeah, smooth the floor here. And I could smooth this a little bit. I might as well. Alrighty. There we go. We're going to have the roof built. Oh. Silo's taking care of Zippy. That's not completed yet. But it looks like Mech might be coming in to finish the job. Still not giving you the silent, dude. Sorry I have to tell you this. And it is done. Okay, Linky. Use the Psylink, my good man. As soon as you're done cooking. Which, I gotta say, going off of a realistic, oh, neat. Yeah, a realistic, well, bit of realism. A 13-year-old kid already being a solid professional is insane and awesome. Alright, where the heck is Linky's? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Alrighty, and you are... Oh, you are a Psycaster. Let's see. Yeah, when they started out, I'm assuming this is the normal base for a person. 55 seconds for neural heat recovery rate. So basically, that Master Psychic already increases the neural recovery rate by half. Well, maybe a little bit less than half, but still insane. Yeah, not to mention, it already boosts the psychic sensitivity that apparently it needs. Not to mention, I think it also increases the neural heat limit, doesn't it? Yeah, and no, not the limit, but yeah. Psychic sensitivity by half of what it already starts out at. Yeah. Amazing. The only thing it doesn't boost is the limit, but that's fine. That's pretty awesome. Oh, and I didn't even talk about the repair gel, mostly because, well, to be honest, it's not all that important. Or at least I don't see it as very important. I mean, it's fun, it's awesome. It can basically repair a single item fully, or it can be applied to a person's entire gear to make everything slightly better. So if we go over to Hayes here, who's rocking the marine armor, and we just have him go and use one, all of his stuff, all of his gear here, would be slightly... Actually, you know what? We're gonna actually have him do that. Well, I'll try to get him later, but yeah. Alrighty, so Zippy has grown into a child. Alrighty. And of course, you know, you have the option to where you can either enslave them or make them remain a colonist. And of course, I'm not going to be a dick. He's going to remain a colonist. And we will, of course, make sure to immediately get everything down to 1. I do want you to make sure you study, young man. Stay in school. We went through the process. We went through the trouble of actually making a school, as little as it might be. We went through the trouble of making a school. So we would like you to stay in school. Alrighty. And we will come down here, and we will not allow friendly mechs into this one, and we will not allow enemy mechs into this one. And we will need to go and actually, yeah. The shuttle corpses. Now you might be wondering, why the hell do the shuttles have corpses? Well, easy. When they are in hover mode, they basically act like a pawn. I think that's how they had to do it in order to get the thing to actually move, you know, like a pawn, is by acting like it was a, well, mech or a pawn or something like that. So rather unfortunate, but also kind of understandable. And yeah, we're getting rid of all of this nonsense. And I know I'm not getting all of the stuff that I wasted back. But to be honest, that's perfectly fine with me. Most likely, I probably won't get much of the flooring back, but that's fine. Oh, solar flare, nice. So how shit. Well, that's quite a bit. Okay, well, that's gonna burn through our. Yeah, that's gonna burn through our power. Okay, we do have an advanced Stirling generator, but that's not gonna give me anywhere close to enough. Not to mention, we don't even have the steel or the components. Well, why don't we go for another... Yeah, how about we go for another run? Yeah, they restocked. They haven't restocked. They haven't. They have. They have. They have. Okay. So let's send Linky out on yet another trading mission. And we are going to grab all of our silver. We will grab... Some of these guns we really don't need anymore. Oh, hey, that's something that I need to grab. I'll need to try to remember that. Okay, gonna need to go and... we can actually make one. We'll make one more. Grab all these, grab all these. Grab like 700 of these. Grab 300 of these. And should we try selling some hay? I mean, we've got a... No. Hay is definitely something that we want to keep a close eye on. Yeah, the hay we're going to be wanting to keep a very, very close eye on. Okay, yeah. So anyways, we have a... Right there. Unfinished. And... Unfinished. You still need to... Yes, you do. Okay. You're making a charge lance. Well, you can finish off the charge rifle. And... yeah, it's... There. Did it just in time. Okay. Well, since Leaky's out cold, Yuli, hop on in there and go do some trading. And obviously, go get us more steel. Okay. Let's sell all of our crap. And you don't have any steel. I can arm the... I can arm the Romans with shotguns. Good to see, good to see, good to see. Trade with them. You guys don't have any steel either. You do have some components though, which we'll take. You guys have restocked, okay. Oh. Yeah. Finally, found somebody with some steel. Thank you. And the solar flare is ending back home. Good. Launch over here. More steel, more components. Not nearly as much steel as I would like, but that's fine. We'll be fine. One thing we can do is to come over here to the to this work site and knock it out, because there's a lot of components here. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do. When Min finally wakes up, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to load up everybody into the cargo runner, and we're going to go and, we're going to try out the attack ship. And we'll use the cargo runner to ferry our, soldiers on over. Now, the main reason why that I'm, saying that, despite the fact that we do have, yeah, we do have passenger capacity in this ship, is because Min has a lot of... Min has 4 Militors. The Militors already are going to be, you know, taking up the entire slot of air. So most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to have Min, preferably have her make a couple of auras, but... Oh, hey, you legit fertilized, huh? Sure wish the eggs would work, but oh well. Anyways, we're gonna have Min actually make a couple of auras, preferably. Then we're gonna go and attack. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, we got 13 more days. We got time. I mean, we'll literally get over there in a second, as soon as we decide we're going to go over there. So. Yeah, the unfinished charged lance. Unfinished charged rifle. We are going to say you're not making any more components. Advanced or otherwise. We're done with that. Marvdil, if you want to go and make some stuff, you're going to go and finish off the dang rifle and lance that you were building. Okay. Cool. Oh, yeah, and I almost forgot Zippy. We'll wait till the lesson learning is done. Intellectual. What the fuck are you learning? Are you giving him the lesson? No, you're learning from him. Why are you learning intellectual from? Why are you learning intellectual from a guy who doesn't even have a passion and hell, who only has some familiarity with it? What the fuck? Ah, weird. And we will, of course, I forgot to go and take him off of there. You can do whatever you want, kid. Okay. And once you're done with that, go and equip a good plasteel axe. I'm not planning on having the kid go anywhere near combat, but obviously, sometimes you don't have a choice. And if push comes to shove, I want the kid to be able to go and defend themselves. The good news is he has some passion in, melee, so he'll learn quickly if he ever needs to actually go and, well, use it. Preferably, he never will. Oh, there is something, though, that we can do. Punching bag. I don't think we have one of these, do we? I'm trying to see if we have any in our rec room here, but nope, I'm not seeing any. So I'm going to build 4 in this little corridor and turn this into kind of our punching bag room, so that people can train their melee skills. Cool. But yeah, now we know that this is 25,000, so we're going to need a lot more. We're going to need a lot more power if we want to go and stave off any sort of solar flare, which we're going to. And we can just turn these off now. Well, actually, you know what? Why turn them off? It's not like we're running low on gas. Yeah, we're doing good on the gas front. So why bother turning them off? They're going to be taking space anyways. They're taking up space anyhow, so... Alrighty, neat. Okay, High Mech Tech has been researched. Thank you. And what are we getting after this? Well, I think we made it pretty clear that we're going to need some... Yeah, we're going to need some serious power. I would like to get started back on this stuff, but I think it's going to be a good idea to get, our stuff researched. And eventually I might go and get these heavy alpha mechs, but honestly, not really. It's the ultra heavy alpha techs that we are going to be wanting, because these guys are insane. Poptois, whatever. This guy is absolutely fucking nutty. The only problem is that, well, Let's see. Stronger version of the apothecary is treated as such. Its hated aura will make everybody nearby scream in despair. Now, the thing is, this is a mood debuff. That aura right there is a mood debuff, and a pretty serious one, and it gets stronger the closer you are to it. Unfortunately, yeah, that applies to us as well. So, not too great. Of course, to summon the next one, we need one of these. Mech bandishes. Of course, we're not going to build one right away because while we do have the steel and plasteel, we don't really have that much plasteel. So, and obviously the advanced components we're not exactly having a large abundance of either. Oh hey, combat supplier. Linky! You're just researching? You don't need to worry about the research that badly. Go and get ourselves some trade. Why are you moving so slow? Oh, scanning sickness. That's why you're moving so slowly. Okay. Okay, hang on. You go ahead and do other things. You lead. You trade with them when you wake up. Actually, I'm just gonna wake you up prematurely. Okay. You do have some components we could buy from you. Wouldn't be that expensive, actually. Let's sell you about 30 Psychite tea. Circadian rhythm. That wouldn't be too terribly bad. That would make it so that the half cycler there takes care of it stops you from needing to sleep, and the assistant basically allows you to learn faster. So both of them are very good, but I think we're just going to wander away from that before we try to grab one of them. Okay, yeah, we're doing fairly fine. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll go with that. Just some components, please. No. There we are. 22 components ain't bad. And 4 advanced components, okay. So we have a raid from a Mechanoid hive. Not fun. We are going to need to get everybody to the front lines. This is not going to be interesting. This is not going to be fun. Everybody focus on that one. Oh, not you, Martil. No, not. Linky. Stop. Okay. Good work, folks. Good work. Good work, everybody. Good work. Whew. That was a bit of a rough one. But, hey, good news. Our metal situation is no longer a problem. And honestly, good news on this centipede deciding to go and take the long way. I mean, that really helped us out. If it hadn't, that would have been a major problem. If it hadn't taken the long way, we would have been in serious troubles. Thankfully, it did. So, whew. And yeah, we got our walls rebuilt. Good. Well, not completely, but we're working on it. The outer walls have been rebuilt, so they have to go through the traps again. Whew. Good. And yeah, we almost completely... yeah, we've almost completely fixed everything. So it's as if nothing even occurred. Might as well go grab that alpaca that we accidentally bombed. And how are you doing, Leaky? Nothing too terribly bad. Yeah, nothing too terribly bad. And I think Yuli was also injured, but she is... Oh, that sucks. What if I removed her brain? Yeah, what if I removed her brain? I don't have the choice. I can't. Dang it. Well... yeah, because she is... yeah. Now her whole shtick is going down thanks to the goddamn burn scar. Well, that's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. It really does suck that I can't take out her brain. Well, now we gotta look out for a architect brain. Which I'm assuming there are architect brains. Or we need to keep an eye out for healer mech serum. Which, that shit's rare as shit. I don't even know where to start trying to look for one. Oh well. Still need to go after these guys, but that'll have to do once Min comes out in a little over a day. Yeah, I kind of wish she would have just gotten killed. That would have been better. Yep, because now she's moving real slow. She'll be a crappy negotiator. Darn it. Okay, well. Can we make a bionic brain? No, of course we can't. Because why would we be able to? Oh yeah, I can make an aesthetic nose though. We need to make one of those for Gara. I forgot. Yeah. Gar's been running around looking unfortunate. And Zippy here is reading a book. Cool. And Marv Till is just about finished with the charge rifle. Still need work on that charge lance, though. A deal maker. Okay, actually, you know what? Rin, come on out here, and, let's grab a few other people with... Well, since you're right here, Yuli, and you're right here, Mech. Talk to him. Okay, so yeah. He is able to no longer sleep, and he doesn't need to eat. We're gonna send him away. The reason why I took such precautions is because sometimes they turn out to be like a site stealer or something else in that regards. You know, some sort of entity that you need to go and take down. Rin's obviously amazing in, you know, melee combat, so she would have been just fine. But just in case there were, you know, buddies hiding just around the corner, Mech and Yuli for shooting them up. I was actually kind of excited because sometimes those guys are like mystical healers who can heal any sort of affliction. Unfortunately, you know, wasn't this time. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Yeah, she might have a little bit of brain damage. Maybe. Just maybe. I still caught fish. Western Republic. How much you want to bet they're gonna have something? Because now I'm really desperate to try to find something for Yuli. She's one of her psychics. I'd prefer to be able to go and actually, you know, have something. But looking at things... No, not really. Not too surprised by that, to be honest. I'll say you guys keep a duster. And I'll be that, actually. Yeah, that'll be that. I could sell them a bit of herbal medicine just to clear out their stores of money. Get all the cash out of them. Oh, hey, cocoa bush. How is our chocolate situation doing? Fairly decently. Yeah, we're doing fairly good on chocolate. And ambrosia. Ambrosia, my good mons. There. And we are just about finished. Now we're literally just repairing the walls that were damaged, with the last trap being set back into place. Nice. Yeah, that slowed our recovery of all this stuff, but seeing as how these floors, I think, aren't going to give us anything back, we're literally just ripping them apart so that way there's more grassland out here for the critters. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoy the medicine. Okay. Yep. They're not giving us anything. Oh, hey, and the charge lance is done. Okay, if the charge lance is done, then there you are. Charge rifle. Who are we giving it to? Who are we giving it to? Probably Antelope, huh? Nah, we're gonna give it to... We'll give the rifle to Mech, and we'll give Min... Oh, hey. When you're done with that, equip the lance. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're gonna need more plasteel. Well... That sounds like a very good call for Linky. Inspired creativity, Martel. And we might just send some chocolate up with it too, actually. Yeah, we'll send some chocolate up with them as well. Okay, Linky, how close? Congratulations, you're going to go and get yourself something to eat. And you're going on a long trip. No, you're going on a long trip, buddy. Let's go to you, because I get the feeling you're probably going to have plasteel more likely than, well, the Republics. Yes. Yes, you do. And I can't get that much. Damn it. $161's nothing. Not too bad. And we got a male psychic soothe, which is fine with me. Okay, there. Plasteel has been finished. And the aura is being made. Huh, didn't think we had that much plasteel. Yeah, that works for me, though. So we'll be able to make 2 for sure. Oh, yeah, we'll be able to make more than just 2. Yep. And Marvtil is working on that nose. Nice. Perfect, even. Do you still have surgery? Yes. So if we do that really quickly, we'll be able to go and make the nose, finish it off, have Mech attach it onto Gara, satisfying his desire for the surgery. And Blood Moon? We're not too worried. We don't got any sangophages. Just 7 more hours till, yeah, we are going to be having our first aura. And inspired surgery for Ada. So worst comes worst, even if Mechs inspired surgery goes away, we can just use Ada's. How much longer? 2 more days? Probably not going to take that long. Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, Ada here, he's a surgeon of great renown. Okay, so. Where is the There you are. And you're teaching social? Why do you guys keep teaching the fricking... Huh, neato. Why do you guys keep teaching the stuff that you're not even that good at? Okay, so they finished doing that. Gotta keep my constructors busy doing something, so we will begin working on the vampire area. Blood Moon's done. And Martel made a masterwork duster. And okay, cool. Is somebody already... Where the... No, there is one. Are you? Yes, you are. No, Hayes. I went through all this trouble. No. Just no, Hayes. Down, boy. Down. There we go. Perfect. And inspiration satisfied. Perfect. And that leaves us with architect leg, spine. Actually, you know, that's something I could do. I could turn our boy here, Linky, into a super soldier. Since, obviously, we've already got, you know, some stuff. Yeah, we'll go with architect spine. And what are you doing, Ada? Not anymore, you're not. You're our best surgeon, so... Yep, and that just finished. So now Linky has an architect spine. We'll see how crazy that gets him up to once he wakes up. Yay. Hey, we're doing pretty good. Oh, that's another thing that we could actually go and do. We can smooth... Yeah, we can smooth the animal hutch. There we go. Yeah, there. Gar is no longer incapable of walking, and her social feed is no longer in the negatives. Let's go check out Rin's opinion of her. And yeah, her physically appealing. Yeah. She's now physically appealing, though technically speaking, not really. Yeah. That, aesthetic nose is increasing her beauty, but the fact that she didn't have a nose might have messed it up. So, oh well. And now we're working on the blood drinker's home. And Linky is now no longer unable to move, but he's going to be really low for a bit of time. So yeah, we'll come back to him in about a day, when his brain's no longer messing with him. We do already have a cloth punching bag up, and we have the second one. Nice. Alright, we're doing not too bad, not too shabby. And a aura has been completed. So Min just needs to come on over here. Pop it on out. And actually, seeing as how we really don't need the second group, we can just switch you all over to group 1. And we have our first aura out. And yeah, we need to go and clear out the toxic waste packs before we can actually go and start up another one. She'll work on it as soon as she wakes up. But yeah, these auras are absolutely great. Don't have much health, but they regenerate damage quite fast. And honestly speaking, from my own personal experience, I have never actually had to worry much about these auras going down. Truth be told, if any of my auras died or got taken down, 9 times out of 10, it's because the entire group got wiped, not just the auras. The auras, weirdly enough, are weirdly tanky in my eyes. That little health, at least in the other playthroughs I've played through, damn thing's been tanky as shit. Like, really tanky as shit. Okay. And yeah, go with nuclear power. And I guarantee you, we get the nuclear power up, we no longer have to worry about power, because that thing's gonna be insane. Inspired planting Linky? Okay, cool, but you're not really... Yeah, you don't really have a... Yeah, you don't have passion for planting, dude. I don't know why you'd want to, but okay. Pop off, I guess. But yeah, needless to say, these auras are awesome. I love them. They are the best frontline tankers ever. Okay, Min. Yes, you are doing exactly what I was hoping you were going to be doing. You are making yet another aura. Perfect. And who's gonna go and... Well, go ahead and go in there, Yuli. Best person for the job. Somebody with brain damage. Actually, shit, that's actually a perfect idea. Subcore rip scanner. This is the one that takes out a person's brain. But here's the thing about that. We have Yuli. Yeah, we have Yuli, who we can just bring back from the dead. Of course, mind you, I guess I really don't know if her Psycasting would be brought back with her, but I guess that's what we'll see later. We shall see what we shall see. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, Martilla has a Go Frenzy. Neat. Yeah, we're gonna need more plasteel for that. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But as soon as we build it, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just toss Yuli in it. Worst comes worst, she's no longer a Psycaster, which is going to suck. Like, a lot. But we've kind of only just gotten her into the necromancy path, so eh. But yeah, she still has 2 death refusals, so... Not to mention we have the Resurrection Mech Serum. So yeah, all in all, doing really, really good. We'll be able to use her to at least get 1. And if we do get 1... Honestly, I'm probably going to get a paramedic. Honestly speaking. Either that or a fabricator, but I'm pretty sure... no, maybe I might get a fabricator. Yeah, I might get a fabricator, so that way, you know, these disappear. Because, yeah, Martil and Min seem to have a really weird aversion to actually going and cutting up stone. They'll literally do everything but cutting up stone. Well, death ball. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah, Death Gray Cloud has descended on the area. Cloud is made of microscopic, self-powered archetypes. Archetypes? Basically, archaeotech nanites. Created by some unknown superintelligence. Where they land on dead flesh, they will enter the body and reanimate it to create a twisted imitation of life. The dead will rise. Burn, bury, destroy, or move corpses indoors to prevent them from resurrecting. Okay. We need somebody real quick. I think you'll do. Where you at? Go ahead and equip the Molotov cocktails, if you don't mind. Well, I mean, if it's gonna tell us to go and watch out for Dead Rising, obviously I'm gonna go and get rid of all the corpses. As far as I know, we've been doing pretty good about keeping our animal corpses from, you know, just hanging out here. Judas's Travelers. Not a good... Yeah, sorry dude, but not a good name if you're asking to stay at a place. Not a good name. I'm gonna have to say no. Just on principle alone. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say no on that one. Sorry, dude. Yeah, we might have kind of started a forest fire, but small price to pay. There we go. Yep. I knew there was going to be some... Actually, you know what would be smart? Yeah, you know what would be smart? I happen to have another spot. Rin, Hey, Atta. And Gara. You guys are our zombie catching team. Alright, just make sure that there's no zombies in between us and that one. That does not look good. But whatever, it'll be fine. Get on down there and catch us one of those motherfuckers. Dang it! It died. I mean, it's not gonna stay dead, but... we gotta catch one of them. Come on, guys. Don't kill it. Damn it. Can you guys please stop killing them? Perfect. Actually, hold up. Don't go anywhere. Let's make dang sure that we get inside safely. Okay, now you guys can go ahead and get on in there. Perfect. 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 We've got another one. Alright, that works for me. And we did actually start a forest fire. I'm not worried. Mostly because, well, to be honest, this sure as heck ain't gonna hurt my feelings none, because it's gonna literally burn away all the undead flesh, so, you know. Yeah, that guy got back up. Okay. Oh, you dumb kid. You get your butt back inside. You dumb kid. You're getting restricted to the home zone while this death pall is going on, kid. There's no way I'm letting you die, you dumb kid. I will quite literally slaughter you, you fucking stupid. You know what? Let it die. Let it die, let it die. I mean, if it wants to be stupid enough to go out there and fight, you can definitely die. No! Stop trying to open the doors for them. Seriously, stop trying to open the doors for them. Yeah, of course you're gonna. Why aren't you? You know, no. 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 Everybody who's currently awake. Actually, you know what? All we need is Min. Min, get your butt up here. And I'll show you guys what these things can really do. Okay. Aura, your mission? Get out there and kill those things. Antelope. Why aren't you just... What do you mean there's no reachable, safe animal bed? Why are you saying that there's no reachable animal bed? Hey, that's one dead. Okay. That's that. Yeah. Sure, they aren't much for... They aren't much for a, threat, but... Come on, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there. There we go. Oop. Drop. Go do whatever the hell you want. There. Now we're going to be building that. And this is still doing that. And because this was in the middle of rock, yeah. Cool. There. Doors are fixed. And I am not worried. Oh, hey. Yes, you are still very much alive. Sweet. Sweet. And we got 2 creatures now that we are extracting bioferrite from, which is even better. And the second aura has been fixed up as well, has been built as well. Well, hasn't technically been built yet, but all we need to do is just toss it out the door. And yeah, the second carrier is now chilling out in a healing pod. 2. One thing I should do with them is make sure that every single one of these dryads has a create a healing pod, just in case they ever get injured. Okay, let's deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. And yeah, we're smoothing floors. And eclipse happened in the middle of this gray pulse. This death pall, sorry. Death pall. Yeah, couldn't be any more cinematic if it tried, honestly. And yeah, Min now has her second aura. And she has more than enough space for another aura, and then... yeah. Let us see here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Artilleon. You need... okay. So yeah. The 2 Artilleon are going to be good to go as well. Yep. We're gonna just keep tossing those in. Oh, shit. Almost forgot. Yes, good thing we remembered. So, we got 2 of them out now. Should have plenty of power there. Okay, so as soon as Min wakes up, I'm gonna send her, Ada, Rin, and probably Linky. Probably not Linky, actually. No, maybe Linky. Oh, yeah, speaking of Linky. Yeah, his moving and manipulation is way higher now. Yep. So yeah, actually, I think I will send Linky. Architect Leg. Architect Heart. Architect... oh, 2 Architect Hearts? Nice! Okay, and the death pall is clearing. And we'll need to keep an eye on our Wolfie boy to see if he dies or not when it finally clears out. Okay, it cleared. He is still alive. Okay, cool. I'm assuming, yeah, the Shamblers aren't going to just straight up die. Yeah, they're still alive. But now... but now it's a simple case of... dumb frickin' thing. Okay. Well... dumb frickin' creature. Oh well. Mech. And Antelope. And Rib. Cool, I got space for 2 more people. And yeah, we're gonna literally use these 3 to clear out all these guys. You guys are going to go over here and you're going to go and attack. Because we really do want those components. Sorry to have to say this, but we really want those components. Okay, where should we land? Right here works. Well, actually, right here works just fine. Okay, everybody on attack mode. Well, shit. And you on down! And that's how we do things. And of course, Min is now moving the fire. And she's probably going to get herself killed because she's an idiot. Have you finally recovered? Thank you. Oops. Oops. Sorry about being quiet, by the way. I was focusing a bit too hard. I had not even noticed that. Yeah. Yeah, I was too focused on fighting them to go and actually think. Sorry. And Min got an infection. Of course he did. Oh well. Yeah, we won't worry about you, we won't worry about you doing any of that nonsense. Sorry I have to tell you this, but there's really no need for you to worry about that. For now, focus on getting the important bits. Inspired mining Yuli. Okay. Yep. There are people coming to try to kill us. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. We're not worried. We'll be out of here long before they show up. Even with Ada only being the only one to actually do anything. Okay, your infection is progressing slightly slower than your immunity. That is fine. Load up the cargo. Nope, just the stuff in storage. Perfect. Perfect. Board the cargo runner. Board the cargo runner. Everybody get your butts in the cargo runner. There we go. Okay. And Rin, you are doing just fine. Okay. And Min, you have them go and recharge. Cargo. Drop everything out. And Min's on an ambrosia bench. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Good news is, we have a whole crap ton of stuff now. Yuli failed to calm down Min. Yeah, that's also fine. I'm perfectly alright with her being upset. She's got every right to be. Alrighty. And yeah, now our bots are currently energizing themselves back up. Oh, got cargo pods of weapons. Is it anything important? No, in fact, we're just going to leave it out there. And yeah, it looks like the shamblers are all gone. Ooh. But our Wolfie boy is still here. Good. Good. Excellent. Rin is fully healed. Good. And Min has been calmed down by... Well, apparently she's been calmed down, but... Yeah, no, you're not. You're going to focus on resting till healed. Because, yeah, your infection is actually going to kill you, Min. If you don't mind. please. Ada, where the hell are you right now? No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You're patching up Min. Yeah, the reason we did that was because, well, look how fast that immunity is going up compared to the infection. Good. Honestly, anybody less than Ada probably would have, yeah, not been a good enough quality to, yeah. Her immunity is already above the infection. Good. That was cutting a bit close there, Min. That was cutting it real close there, Min. Real close. Your problems with fire need to be dealt with. Unfortunately, well, that's kind of how things are going to have to go. But yeah, that just proved my point about how awesome these auras are. They didn't even drop once. I mean, they were surrounded. They were getting shot the hell up. They got beaten badly, but nope. They're perfectly fine, and I am fairly certain that, yeah, the fact that, yeah, I'm pretty sure Min didn't actually repair either of them. In my experience, Mechs rarely ever actually have to go and patch them up. I think the only time I ever patched up the auras in my casual playthroughs were when I was literally diving into one of those abandoned complexes, and I absolutely had a serious bit of serious fight that dropped most of my crew, and I needed to keep pushing forward to get more resources. And the auras, of course, had taken a serious damage, so I just paused for a moment, had my mechanist go and repair them, and then proceeded to send them into the breach first, which is usually how I do things. But that does bring up an interesting point. We're probably at the point where we can actually start going and doing that, where we can actually start investigating those abandoned facilities now. So I think we will. Of course, speaking of stuff that we can do, we are going to go and make our doors here. We'll make this out of granite just because it looks nicer. Oh, we also forgot to go and smooth the walls here. Unfortunate. And since we did all of that, drain cache catch. Start putting these down. Imagine that. Imogen tap, Imogen drain. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, but do keep an eye on this, this Hemogen stuff. It needs gold. All of this stuff needs gold. So, goes without saying, but, yeah. You're probably not going to be seeing a lot of... There. Oh, that's why it didn't find me. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit of a... It's not going to be something you just casually toss through, unless you have a lot of spare gold just lying around. But there. I can get rid of this one, because honestly, that's pretty much all we need to... The red is just clear out the space. And honestly, yeah, let me just get rid of that. Cool. And do we not have any... Oh, we don't have any slate. I mean, we do. We really do, yes. But we just don't have any slate blocks. And the reason why I'm making this large ornate door is simply just because I think it'll look cool. That's the only reason why. There's really no no larger reasoning for it. It's just because it'll look cool. And yeah, I'm just going to go and add power lines to everything. And seeing as how we are running really, really low on stuff for our builders to do, guess what, guys? I got something else for you guys to do. Smooth all the walls. All the walls. All of them. Every last one. Smooth them all. Move them all. Actually, those ones are getting mined. Our barn is more along lines of a makeshift cave. Oh, watch out, everybody! The guinea could come in. Oh, no, never mind. It's dead. Oh, shit. But we're gonna need a lot more steel. That's something you can clip, you know, just me saying we're gonna need a lot more steel, because weirdly enough, that's gonna be a running theme of a lot of my Rimworld playthroughs, is we need a lot more steel. Animal disease flu. Okay. Alrighty, well, I think we might just go and... Well, you know, we can always just go and... There. We'll actually rip through here, see if there's any steel in here. If not, I'll probably just go and start strip mining all of this, but I won't attach it into my house. I'll keep a decent amount of space in between. Alrighty. Door's done. Now we just need to build the wall on the other side, and it'll actually function like a door. Oh hey, look at that. Martel is actually making blocks. Is it literally because you don't have anything better to do? I think it is. All you could do, you could smelt more of these slag chunks down. Alrighty. Worker outsourcing. Exochrome, pure, yada 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 of the Red Expanse needs some help fortifying a colonist. Settlement. For 24 days, Jesus. No, none of these are worth losing 8 colonists for 24 days. None of this is worth that. No, fuck that. Now that's 24 days of us having about, yeah, 2/3 of our colony gone. And we got a bulk goods trader coming on in. About time, dude. Linky, when you wake up, go trade. Normally I'd have Yuli doing it, but, well, yeah. She's having some problems. And actually, since we're going to be turning Linky into our bicentennial man, install the leg and install the heart when the next surgery happens. Or if I just feel like it, I guess. Come on, Linky. Alrighty. First and foremost, there's the steel. Perfect. Have a whole bunch of dye. Have a whole bunch of spices. Have a bit of beer. Have some pants. A lot of pants. And some shirts. A duster. Alrighty. And we still have to have some tea to go along with all that. And then get rid of this stuff. Actually, you know what? Yeah, there we go. Okay, you guys got components. Perfect. And let me give you guys some chocolate. Okay, a bit more chocolate than that. Quite a bit more chocolate than that. Okay, that'll do. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Rin now has inspired research. Cool. Why is there no gas going over there? I have no idea why there's no... Let's uninstall it and reinstall it? I don't know why it's acting like there's no gas flow. There we go. That was weird. Just a little quirk, I guess. Yeah, it could be worse. Linky is no longer inspired by inspired planting. Okay. Sorry, Linky. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of granite blocks, so we can actually turn the outer wall into the full granite. That we've been needing for quite some time. And in fact, we're going to go even further. Another one. There we go. A fourth wall. Mostly because I want to make damn sure that nothing ever even thinks about coming through the north. Ever. Young travelers need resources. What are you guys looking for? 42 peroxide? Yeah. Yeah, sure. We got no problem. Where the hell are you guys? Linky, you're fast. Go grab the medicine and give it to the kids. Tell them good luck. And Min is fully healed up. Nice. Actually, you know what? Since I keep having Linky running around doing shit, I think I really will just have him... I think I will just install... Yeah, I'm gonna install the Architect Heart into him. And I'm gonna make sure Ada's the one who actually does the whole... Who does the whole... Who does the whole installing it bit. Because obviously he's the best that we got. And now we just got a normal heart. And Linky is slowly being turned into the greatest. Okay. I do kind of wish that you guys would actually go and make this rip scanner. Can I force you guys? No, we don't have any more steel. You guys kind of burned through all of our steel doing that stuff. Oh well. I'm sure we'll find more steel. I almost guarantee you we're going to find more steel, actually. And Linky's now able to move. And let's check, even with the... Yeah. Even with the anesthesia keeping his consciousness down to 70, his moving, manipulation, and sight, not to mention digestion, is still above 70, which is incredibly awesome. We're going to see something really fun, really fun when he's no longer woozy. And Martil, what lesson are you teaching? Intelligence? Well, at least you're better than Mech. You're a very skilled professional, so yes, you do know your shit. Oh, and you can be unrestricted finally. The death pall is no longer a thing. Huh. Where did these come from? And the stash of goodies is gone. Unfortunate. Oh. But you're only at growth tier 1. Huh. Your learning's staying pretty high, though. So, Yeah, we still got 3 more years. You'll be fine. 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 Alrighty. Yeah, so Zippy's running around, zipping around, and grabbing all of our shit. Good. Biotech lab found. Ah, flu. Right. Gotcha. And speaking of which, we should probably make sure, yeah. Okay. Actually, I think we can probably switch the Muffaloes on over to just hand tending. Yeah, because at this point, we've got enough of them where we're not worried about them dying out. Actually, there is something that I'm wondering about. Yes, we do have... Wow, I don't know why I was worried. We have the spare freaking male in the cryosleep pod, so... Worst comes to worst. I wonder if I maybe should put a Muffalo in there. Nah, we'll keep them open just in case we need to. Well, so far, Gary finding nothing, but, well, the marble chunks ain't nothing to scoff at. I'm definitely going to be saying yes to marble chunks. I'm okay with that. That being said, probably not a good idea to just leave the place open to getting buggies to mess with us. Okay, and we finally got an advanced nuclear generator. So, now we are going to move on over to... We'll move on over to the heavy alpha mechs, just to get that out of the way in case we ever want to build any. Then we'll go back to the ship. Okay, but now we have the... where are you at? Advanced nuclear generator, which is going to cost a whopping 800 steel, 160 plasteel, 16 gold, 16 components, and 8 advanced components. Oofda! That is a lot. And we are going to sit your happy little butt over here. Or are we? Do we have any better places? Yeah, we can put you right here. Yeah, we'll put you right here. That works. Okay. And we are going to grab that. Make the... yeah, make this complete. And you know what? We really don't need this moisture injector anymore. I was keeping it around just in case we needed it, but we really don't, so let's just deconstruct it. Melee Frenzy Jacobson. Alright, neato. So we're going to need to find some glitter world medicine, because if we do, we can do a bio regeneration cycle. It would kind of suck because it'll take a shit ton of time, but... honestly, it'd be better than just leaving Yuli as she is. But we need, once again, more steel to do that, so... And you did go and grab us some more ambrosia. Nice. I'm gonna just shrink the... I'm just gonna shrink the grow zone because there's no reason to have it so large. And charge. There. I like shrinking it as much as I can just for shits and giggles. But also, it stops any, like, trees and crap from forcing your growers to go out there and actually grab the stuff. Plus, I like to see how the shape actually looks at the end of everything. Alrighty. We're not making a lot of bioferrite, are we? Well, we are making a bit, but... okay, and Zippy has a melee frenzy now. Huh, neat. That's fine. And we have an artillery on. I didn't even know that she had made it. Nice. But yeah, these things are awesome as well. So, start off with, they have a mini needle gun. Long range weapon, shoots with great accuracy over very long distances, but does very little damage. That's not going to be its main attack. It's going to be the mortar. Now, I could swap it on over real quick. Oop. Come on. There we go. Alright, that's enough out of you. Mortar. A small mech-mounted mortar that fires explosive canisters, and yes, that is basically a little mini mortar gun. Basically, think of it like a grenade. Only the difference is... well, there really isn't any difference, to be honest. It does have quite a range, though. And it does have inspired planting now, that's fine. Not great, but fine. But yeah, needless to say, these things are awesome. You switch them over to the mortar mode, and they'll just lob frickin' mortars at your enemies. I think they do it automatically. You don't need to actually go and... I don't think you need to go and... oh, hey. Hair's gone mad. Oh no! Run, Constructoid! Run! Whatever shall we do? Don't worry, Constructoid. We're on our way. We just gotta get through all these doors first. Okay. Funny. Alrighty. Min, you're asleep right now, but when you wake up, I'm assuming you're gonna go and do that. Mech, could I actually have you... apparently Ada's working on that. Okay. Just so long as somebody's building it. There we go. Now the door's open. I'm gonna let them... I'm gonna have them keep the doors open. For now. Medical emergency, Are you about to die? Probably. Probably. And the heavy alpha mechs are done. Okay, so now we can start work on ships stuff. Actually, Where the heck are they? Alrighty, I have no idea where the... Huh. There we are. There we are. I remember when they used to be over here, up here. I don't know if this is just a mod change or whatnot, but yeah. Okay, so we can get this. We do have some ground-penetrating scanners. So actually, if we wanted to... Where you at? There you are. Yeah. We should probably check the rest of this. Doesn't work under a roof. Okay, yeah. I was a little afraid of that. Alright, so ground penetrating scanner, and we'll have you hanging out here with the animals. Seeing as how you're gonna have to sit there for a while. Inspired recruitment, Linky. And a genetic supplier. Linky, do me a solid. Go do some trading. Oh yeah, and 136 movement. I mean 138 movement. And yeah. Huh, thought there was going to be more than that, but still. Extra 38% with the spine and the heart. Not bad. Alrighty. I can sell you Linky's heart. Can get the Glitter World medicine we were looking for. And a few more... Yeah. A few more advanced components. We're doing good on normal components now. I think I will sell... Actually, let's just sell every last bit of our packaged survival mills. We can literally make more. We can literally make more. We got plenty of food resources. And we'll also sell 100 of our normal medicine. Let's try to get all of these advanced components. And yeah, that'll do. Sweet. So yeah, we'll try to make a biosculpting pod. Fair of Silicon Opportunity. Well, I'm not gonna say no to a party, even though the last one was kind of shit. some fun. And it was beautiful. Perfect. Perfection. And Linky gained a Psylink from Psy-level from that, which is even more perfect. Should probably change him to actually fighting now that he's actually grown up. Okay. So, yes. The only one we can't do is the Archaeotechist. Those are for Imperials. Oh, and the Wild Speaker, and that's for Tribals, which neither one was even on the list, so yeah, we're fine. Yeah. For Linky, weren't we going to go with the Fireballer and the Warlord, I think? Is what we were going to go with? Yeah. But, obviously that's going to be once he gets to level 6. He's only at level 2 right now. So, that's... Yep. Okay. Turn off the campfire, or, well, at least stop it from being recharged again. Zippy's in the cooler. Making drawings. Okay, kid. And still no steel. Steel, no steel. What a shame. And yeah, now we've got our builders doing a lot of crap, so they are no longer able to go and mess about with the smoothing of stuff. Not worried. And we got a visitor from the Western Republic. Linky, when you wake up, go and trade with him. See if there's anything interesting that he has. Because you never know. Sometimes these traders have some weird shit on them. Yep. Bye-bye, Alex Traders. It's been real. Okay, what you got? What you got? You got pemmican, you got herbal medicine, you got a shiv and a sling, and that's it. Have some pants. And a couple of masks. How about a couple of beers? Alrighty. Perfect. There's one thing that I kind of do want to go and change, and that's everybody's medical policies. I don't want nobody using our Glitter World medicine at all. I'm going to be keeping it for eventually to get Yuli back up to... Ah, god damn it. Got worms. Damn it. Oh well. Oh well. Gut worms will get fixed up. And grabbed the bioferrite out, apparently. Now, where exactly do we have the bioferrite? There we are. Yeah, 30 bioferrite. Okay, cool. How much do you need for... Yeah, so we'll be making an... We might actually go and finish off one of these. Okay, electro harvesters. Neat. Craft devices that produce clouds of the microscopic archaeonanites. The archaeonanites will reanimate corpses to produce deadly shamblers that will only attack your enemies. Yeah, so this is basically a localized version of the Death Pall, only it's more helping us out. And you know what? I'm down for it. I'm probably never actually going to build them, but I'm down. Hayes is no longer an inspired miner. No duh. Alrighty, well, I think we are... Well, don't get me wrong, I want to keep playing. I 100% want to keep playing, but I think it's been quite some time. Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's been quite a bit of time, so we're going to call the episode here. Everybody's a little bit sick from the gutworms, but it's fine. Linky is slowly being turned into our bicentennial man, which is very good. Yeah, it looks like all the gutworms do is just give you a little bit of pain and make you more hungry, which, I think we'll be good on the whole food front. Ooh, actually, no, we're not. Ooh. You guys need to work your butts off a little bit harder on making more food. We're down to only, looks like, around 53? Yeah, it looks like 53 lavish meals. That's not good, guys. That's not good. There's 12 of us here, I believe. Yes. 4, 8. No, 13. There's 13 of us, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 13. There's 13 of us, so yeah, we really need to kick it in the butt and up our food stuff, because I mean, don't get me wrong, we're constantly making more food, but yeah, let's be a little bit more. Yeah, let's make some more food, peoples. Actually, you know what? That might be a not bad idea to go and actually make some chairs. Which makes me kind of weirded out, you know, whenever I'm cooking, you know, at a stove. I usually don't do it while sitting down, but you never know. Okay, anyways, but yes, cool. Yeah. But yes, this will be the end of this episode. Like I said, I want to keep playing, but, we are probably going to want to go and call it for an episode, because otherwise we're going to have like a 3 or 4 hour long video, and don't get me wrong, I have no problem doing that. I have absolutely no problem doing a 5 to 6 hour video. You guys might not want to watch that, though. I mean, if you do, let me know. I have absolutely no problem going and making a 5 to 6 hour long video. I mean, these videos are already normally really long, so hey, let me know. And of course, while you guys are down there letting me know, do please like and subscribe. You know, do the whole YouTube thing. It really does help me out. I thank you all. Thank you. And hey, why not go over and check out my other videos, see how we're doing over on Pixelmon and all my other previous videos, as well as some of my favorite video showcases. Well, we'll see you guys later, and sayonara.